There being none, Sherry, roll call vote, please.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Wassick,
Yes.
Well, we've got quite a number of service awards on our agenda this morning. Very good group of individuals that work for us. We have 4 with 10 years and 1 with 5. We're going to start out with Roxanne Bach. Roxanne has been with us for 10 years. She's in the auditor and recorder's office. She is assistant and record supervisor. Roxanne works with the public on a day-to-day basis, does an excellent job, especially in working in the records and passports and things on that order. And we congratulate her on her 10 years of service.
the copiers are lovely in the background too.
See, why don't you-
Thank you.
Congratulations, Roxanne.
Thank you.
Next in the line is Deb Cornwell. Deb works on our Information Services Division. She's a business liaison. And I would be hard pressed to find one single county employee that Deb hasn't worked with at one time or another to get them out of an IT snafu. Deb is well known for her rather interesting sense of humor. I appreciate it immensely. She is a very good mother to 3 children and a permanent part-time babysitter for her husband, Pat, and does an excellent job in our IT department. Deb, congratulations. I know you're not with us this morning, but I do see you online here, so thank you very much for your service.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Next, we have Tara Moore, also been with us for 10 years. Tara currently works in the assessor's office as the deputy assessor. She's been with Marshall County for 10 years and was in the treasurer's department before that. I've known Tara for quite some time. She has an extreme tendency to be very, very detailed, which gives her a very good performance in her job office this morning. I do believe Tara is with us, and congratulations, Tara.
Not with us, she's doing a training.
Yeah,
Okay.
she was unable to attend.
Well, I'm sorry for that and congratulations. Last of our 10 years is Sarah Tupper. Sarah Tupper is in the attorney's office as the first assistant county attorney. Unfortunately, the county attorney, Jordan, was not able to be with us this morning. He's got some prior commitments, but he did have some words that he definitely wanted to pass on, highlighting that Sarah has an extremely good sense of humor, which makes the workplace a very light environment and a fun place to be in. I know the work that sometimes is done in the county attorney's office is rather pressing, and I believe that sense of humor serves her well and the rest of the office also. Sarah, congratulations.
Congratulations.
And last this morning is a 5-year service award for Brianne Maddock in the treasurer's office as universal clerk. Brianne works day to day with the general public, taking in property taxes, working with motor vehicle titles, transfers, plates, and everything else that gets done in the universal clerk. It's another environment where she is forward facing with the public and does an excellent job in dealing with them. Brianne, congratulations and thank you very much. I didn't quite hear everything, but I'm assuming we're okay to go on to item number 6.
Everything's good.
Okay. Item number 6 is the consent agenda. We will be approving the regular session minutes of August 2nd, 2022. File July 2022 claims list published with the August 2nd, 2022 regular session minutes. Approve claims and audited and authorize the county auditor and recorder to issue payment of the same. The listings of claims paid at this meeting and all claims paid in the current month will be published as part of the first meeting the following month. We are filing in receipt of the Marshall Ridge Renewable Gas Project Topsoil Survey dated 8/8/2022. And we have a manure management plan. for AB Facilities LLC ID number 71745 at 2518 Binford Avenue State Center with changes. We're also filing the Civil Service Commission certified hire list for deputy sheriffs dated August 9th, 2022, and approving the 2021 property tax rates payable in 2022-2023. I do want to put a highlight here that even though we are approving these rates, that does not mean that the tax statements are ready to go out. That'll be done at a meeting coming up in the future. And this is the end of our consent agenda. I'll entertain motions on this item, please.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that we approve the consent agenda as printed. I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. Any further comments, questions, or concerns? There being none, Sherry, roll call vote, please.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Lawson.
Yes.
Item 7 on our agenda this morning is to accept the resignation of Julie Miller, Commissioner of Veterans Affairs Commission. I'll entertain motions on this item, please.
Mr. Chair, I'd make a motion to accept the resignation of Julie Miller from the Veterans Affairs Commission effective July 19th, 2022.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second to accept Julie Miller's resignation effective July 19th, 2022. Any further comments, questions, or concerns? There being none, Sherry, roll call vote, please.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Lawson.
Yes.
Item number 8 on our agenda this morning is to appoint Laurel Degalu as, I'm sorry for murdering that name. If you don't have a Norwegian last name, I struggle with it from time to time, as Commissioner to the Iowa Veterans Affairs Commission. I'll entertain motions on this item, please.
Mr. Chairman, I would move to approve the appointment of Laurel Delago, or I also murdered it, to serve as Commissioner for the Veterans Affairs Commission, replacing Julie Miller to fill vacancy through 12/31/2022 and reappoint for 3 years ending 12/31/2025.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve this appointment and for extending it for 3 years. Any further comments, questions, or concerns? There being none, Sherry, roll call vote, please.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Lawson.
Yes.
Item number 9 on this morning is a personnel change also for the Veterans Affairs Administrative Assistant, permanent part-time, being Julie Miller. This is a new hire. Veterans Affairs, Julie Miller, Administrative Assistant, permanent part-time at $17.47 an hour with a start date on or after August 16th, 2022. I'll entertain motions on this item, please.
Mr. Chair, I would approve and make a motion to approve the new hire, Veterans Affairs Julie Miller, Administrative Assistant, permanent part-time, $17.47 an hour with a start date on or after August 16th of 2022.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second to approve this. Any further comments, questions, or concerns? I do have one. All of the individuals that serve in our Veterans Affairs are veterans in the administrative portion. Julie was a very proud United States Marine and comes to us with a very good background. I've known her and her family for years. We're proud to have her aboard. Any further comments, questions, or concerns? Sherry, roll call vote, please.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Lawson.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item number 9B on our agenda this morning is to approve the extension of unused vacation for Kim Elder through September 1st, 2023. I'll entertain motions on this item.
Mr. Chairman, I would move to approve the extension of unused vacation for Kim Elder through September 1, 2023.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve this extension. Just for a brief explanation, Kim is in charge of our emergency management and these last couple of years hasn't been able to take all her vacation. It's unfair because of the workload that she's going to use it, and that's why we're giving this extension so that she can get it used up in the next year. Any further comments, questions, or concerns? There being none, Sherry, roll call vote, please.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Bosick,
Yes.
Item number 9C this morning is to approve a new hire for the Sheriff's Department, Deputy Sheriff Ian Winfield, permanent full-time, $28.37 an hour, with a start date on or after August 16th, 2022. This is a new hire and brings us very close to being full staff. Sheriff, do you have any comments on this item?
Yes, Ian comes from Jasper County, 9 years of experience. And with that, he is also a DARE instructor certified. So I think he's going to be a good addition to the sheriff's office. And this will be a replacement when my position was vacated as a civil service deputy sheriff and appointed. This would be my replacement.
I'll entertain motions on this item, please.
Mr. Chair, I would make a motion to approve new hire Sheriff's Department, Deputy Sheriff Ian Winfield, permanent full-time, $28.37 an hour, with a start date on or after August 16th, 2022.
Mr. Chairman, I'd second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve this. Any further comments, questions, or concerns? There being none, roll call vote, please, Sherry.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Bosick,
Yes.
We also have item number 9D on our agenda this morning. Approve a new hire for the Sheriff's Department, Jailer Justice Dannon, permanent full-time at $20.41 an hour, with a start date on or after August 22nd, 2022. Sheriff, do you have some comments on this item?
This will be also a replacement jailer. Justice comes from some management skills from our local Planet Fitness exercise business, and we're looking forward to her becoming part of the sheriff's office as a jailer.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I would move to approve the new hire Sheriff Department Jailer Justice Gannon, permanent full-time, $20.41 per hour, with a start date on or after August 22nd, 2022.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve this. Any further comments, questions, or concerns? There being none, roll call vote, please, Sherry.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Bosick,
Yes.
Well, congratulations, Sheriff. I've said it before, I'll continue to say it. You seem to be having people come from other agencies to work for you and your management crew. That speaks very highly of both you and your management structure. People flow to good management and they flow from bad management. Congratulations. Item number 9E on our agenda this morning is to approve the status change for the engineering department, Rob Crandon. Change of position from truck driver 2 to truck driver 3, $27.41 an hour to $27.75 an hour, beginning on or after August 20th, 2022. Paul, do you have any comments on this item?
This is a normal upgrade for Rob's completed his training for motor grader, and so that allows him to be a TD3.
Okay. I'll entertain motions on this item, please.
Mr. Chair, I would make a motion to approve the status change Engineer Department, Rob Crandon, change of position from TD2 to TD3, from $27.41 an hour to $27.75 an hour, beginning on or after August 20th, 2022.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve this. Any further comments, questions, or concerns? There being none, Sherry, roll call vote, please.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Bosick,
Yes.
Motion carries. Item number 9F this morning is also to approve the status change in the engineering department. Wesley Spencer, change of position from mechanic 1 to mechanic 2, $27.72 an hour to $27.88 an hour, beginning on or after August 20th, 2022. Paul, do you have any comments on this item?
This is Wes going from probation to his regular status as he progresses with us.
Okay,
Mr. Chairman, and I would approve status change, engineer department, Wesley Spencer, change of position from mechanic 1 to mechanic 2, from $27.72 per hour to $27.88 per hour, beginning on or after August 20th, 2022.
A second.
okay, we have a motion, a second to approve this. Any further comments, questions, or concerns? There being none, Sherry, roll call vote, please.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Clausen,
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 10 on our agenda this morning is to approve the band shell rental to Emerson for September 12th, 2022 for an employee event. Sherry, have we received all the payments and things on this item?
yes, they were able to pay by credit card thanks to the hard work of the treasurer's office. And I do have the insurance and the application signed and delivered.
Perfect. I'll entertain motions on this item, please.
So Chair, I would make a motion to approve the band shell rental to Emerson, September 12th, 2022, an employee event.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve this rental. Any further questions, comments, or concerns? Sherry, roll call vote, please.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes,
Clausen,
Yes.
kind of nice now that life is getting somewhat back to normal after the derecho and the tornado to see our band shell getting used more. We hope it gets used more in the future. Item number 11 on our agenda this morning is to adopt resolution number 2022-0029 to approve the Region 6 Housing Trust Fund Marshall County cash contribution, providing cash assistance funding of $37,581 in the fiscal year 2023-2024. Whereas the Region 6 Housing Trust Fund can apply for $414,009 of grants from the Iowa Finance Authority. The state housing trust funds of this trust secures $86,942 of local contributions. And where the per capita state rate for the share is $178,959, if $37,581 of local assistance is secured, that trust fund seeks applicants for owner-occupied housing across the county and the region, and they are prioritized based on the needs. Currently, there are 13 applications from Marshall County on file. The trust fund has expended $859,657 in Marshall County from 2015 to 2021, which is slightly ahead of the per capita level. All applicants must have an annual income of under 80% of the county median as determined by HUD. And do we have Marty Wymore here to bring us up to speed on this and answer any questions?
Yeah, Marty Wymore from Region 6 Housing Trust Fund. Marshall County has been a great partner with us at the Housing Trust Fund since 2009, providing assistance to help lower income homeowners improve houses around the county. And we've also partnered with developers and creating some low income rental units around Marshalltown here. So this assistance from Marshall County is a critical part of providing this assistance around the county. So including tornado funds and other funds, were over 1.5 million that was provided for Marshall County since 2009. So this is definitely a good payback here for the county, and we'll access some new funds. The amount of money going into this program is increasing a little bit. So you see your contribution here has increased a little bit as well. So the amount of money that we're able to apply for is about 414,000. That's up about 100,000 from what it used to be. So you're seeing your local share here increase about $10,000 as well. So, and we continually seek applications from homeowners for emergency type housing improvements. The things we focus on are roof repairs and siding and window repairs. You know, if the windows are really bad and rattling in the wind, those are the type of items we focus on. Sometimes we do basement repairs if the rest of the house is in decent shape and the basement's causing some serious issues. Sometimes we do those when the furnace blows up in the middle of winter. Sometimes we do accessibility improvements to make the house accessible for somebody in a wheelchair. We've also assisted with collapsed sewer mains or sewer laterals going from the main into the house. And we've also done some water improvements on the lateral too from the main into the house. So we've done a variety of repairs to basically assist homeowners in staying in their homes and likewise preserving the affordable housing stock that we have across Marshall County and the region.
Marty, can you tell me how much has gone towards individuals that are providing rental units and how much goes towards individuals that own their homes?
The rental unit projects that we've assisted include Tallhorn, where we provided $100,000 for that. The old Iowa Wholesale project, we provided $100,000 prior to the tornado, and then we provided another $100,000 after the tornado to get that building done. And the project on State Street, Marshalltown Lofts, which is at the corner of First Avenue and State, we provided $100,000 to that project. So the other funds in the county have all gone to homeowners to make improvements. Our average project is probably around $15,000 of assistance. So, you know, probably assisted in the neighborhood of 100 households across the county.
Now, do we go in to other counties too, or?
The Region 6 Housing Trust Fund
Yeah.
serves Hardin, Marshall, Powashik, and Taney
Okay,
counties.
I was thinking I seen some in Hardin County. Yeah, okay.
And all the work is bid out to contractors that meet the state standards, so they have to be lead safe, paint certified, and likewise be willing to complete our projects. It's hard to find contractors out there to do this kind of work, so we have a good crew of people we work with.
Of the 13 applicants that you currently have on file, can you tell me how many of those are private individuals and how many are people providing low-income rentals?
Again, all the applicants we have on file would be homeowners in the county. We don't provide any assistance for like landlords out there that may be renting to lower income families. That's not part of our agenda, I guess.
Except for when we talked about the old hotel and that had to be renters at that point.
Right, all those projects were kind of partner projects, so all those had other primary sources of money that had income restrictions and rent restrictions. So all those projects have either had some special HUD financing or low-income housing tax credits. So those units have to stay affordable for like 15 years. And then at the end of that 15-year term, they could potentially be privatized. And that's a very common program around the state and nation for creating affordable housing units. And a lot of those projects at the end of the 15-year term are privatized and then are rented to people at market rates and without income restrictions.
So, the old hotel then is about halfway there, then, right? Is it, has it been 8 years?
Yeah, somewhere in there. I would
Okay,
be hard pressed to determine, what.
that's
length of
fine. I
time.
just was curious.
Okay, if there's no further questions or comments on this, I'll entertain motions on this item, please.
Mr. Chairman, I would move to adopt resolution 2022-0029 to approve the Region 6 Housing Trust Fund Marshall County cash contribution, providing cash assistance funding of $37,581 in fiscal year 23 and 24.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the floor to approve this. I do want to remind everybody that we used to be able to take these funds out of our low and moderate income housing that was provided through the TIF. And we have no more TIF programs in Marshall County. So these funds will have to come out of the general basic portion of the budget. Keep that in mind before we vote. Any further comments, questions, or concerns? There being none, I'm sorry, Bill.
Yeah, so this 37,000 then would be provided in the next year then, right?
Would be FY 23, 24, so it'd be, right, about 9 months away or so.
Yeah, this would be on the budget, then we'd begin working on it in December.
Any further comments, questions, or concerns?
Do the other counties put money towards that too?
If there's no further comments, questions, or concerns, Sherry, roll call vote, please.
Patton,
No.
Thompson,
No.
Wallace,
Yes.
Okay, motion fails. Moving on to item number 12 is to approve the lease with First Interstate Bank for the courthouse temporary office space at 11 North First Avenue. I'll entertain motions on this item, please.
Mr. Chair, I'd make a motion to approve the lease with First Interstate Bank for courthouse temporary office space at 11 North First Avenue from September 1, 2022 through December 31, 2022, with the option to continue month to month if necessary. Monthly rent through 12/31/2022, $2,346.10. Month to month if necessary, $22,932.63.
And have the vice chair sign.
And have that vice chair sign.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve. Any further questions, comments, or concerns?
This lease change is just due to the purchasing First Interstate Bank of Great Western. We have been paying $1,800 a month to Great Western. However, we also paid utilities, and this one includes utilities. So when we analyzed it, it's pretty much a wash. And it also keeps us from having to do that analysis as well. So for the last 4 months, but they wanted to get the name change completed and get the lease for the purchase.
Okay. Any further comments, questions, or concerns? There being none, Sherry, roll call vote, please.
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Wallace,
Yes.
Motion carries. Item number 13 on our agenda this morning is to approve a copier lease with Xerox Financial Service for Veterans Affairs and Public Health. This is a 5-year lease. I'll entertain motions on this item, please.
Mr. Chairman, I would move to approve the copier lease with Xerox Financial Services for Veterans Affairs and Public Health, 5-year lease.
I'll second.
Can we have the vice chair sign this also?
I have no trouble with that, but we should maybe add that to the motion.
I'm sorry, Sherry said she's set it up for Adobe and they're okay with that, so we can leave as is.
Okay.
And just wanted to add, the reason we're doing this is with the break off of CICS to the region, they can no longer all share the copier because one will be on state, the other will be county. So that's why we're having to break them off.
Will there be a guard posted at the copier?
When it's two different networks, it's just not usable.
Okay.
But maybe Joel would have someone that he could help us with.
Free access to both.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve this. Any further questions, comments, or concerns? There being none, Sherry, roll call vote, please.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 14 on our agenda this morning is to approve the application for Sarah system relating to the emergency communication system. Kim, you want to give us an update on this, please?
probably not, because I'm not sure what the application might go.
Rhonda has been working on this. Speak for her.
She's on vacation this week, so I'm not sure what step this is, to tell you the truth. I'm assuming it's just one more step towards the system, but I can't give you a total update.
Is there a time element here?
No, it's not. Basically, it's an application to be able to have those dedicated channels for Marshall County communications. But as far as the application, I don't know anything about that.
Sarah community is made up of almost 20 counties as part of the Sarah network, and I believe Marshall County's already a member. And I think this is just to reaffirm that now Marshall County is the owner, is applying to the Sarah board to be a member county, since all public safety will be involved. Probably just a formality more than. Member of Sarah.
I didn't quite hear all that, but if anybody is ready to make a motion or a second on this, I'll entertain them.
I'll make the motion then. On it. Motion to approve the application for Sarah system relating to emergency communication system.
Excuse me, will somebody need to sign that? And if so, can we include that in the motion?
If it's-
I don't know, because Rhonda, if she applied for it.
She would be the one to sign.
I would say she would want to sign
Yeah,
She could probably.
that or the communications commission share, so it probably wouldn't, I'm guessing it wouldn't have to be the board for supervisors.
With no documents.
As I say, table it to next meeting.
Let her explain.
if there's no date that we're concerned about, yeah, let's wait on this then.
Steve, do you want to amend yours to be
Oh.
tabling it to next?
I'll amend it then to be tabled until our next.
Mr. Chair, I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to table this item until our next meeting. Any further questions, comments, or concerns? There being none, Sherry, roll call vote on the table motion, please.
Patton,
Yes,
Thompson,
Yes.
Olson,
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. The item is tabled until our next meeting. Item 15 is on the table Does anybody want to make a motion to remove this from the table?
I would prefer to give us just a little bit more time on this. If we can.
Okay. Then we need no motion necessary. We will just move on. If nobody's going to remove this from the table, we'll leave it tabled. That moves us on to item number 16, which is public forum. This is a time set aside for the public to make comments on topics of county business other than those listed on this agenda. No action will be taken on any of these topics brought up in public forum. Who's got anything for the good of the order?
I just wanted to comment that we're one step closer to whatever the new normal after the tornado is. The Veterans Memorial Coliseum is now being reviewed by the Red Cross for sheltering again. We worked towards that about a month ago. They have been approved for a generator for that building from FEMA. I just moved cots yesterday from the Iowa Veterans Home where we've been storing them until they could get back to the Coliseum, so that goes there, and working on an agreement with Marshalltown at this point to not only shelter if Marshalltown needs a shelter, but also if there another community may need more than they can handle. So nice to have a shelter, Red Cross recognized shelter back available.
Anybody else have anything under public comment? Nan, you're smiling, but you're uncharacteristically quiet.
No, I don't have anything, and that's why James told me to make something up.
No, we leave that to other government entities. We don't make stuff up at the
That's
county.
it. Yeah.
Okay. There being nothing else for public forum, we're going to move on to item 17 on our agenda, which is adjournment. The next regular session is August 30th, 2022 at 9:05 a.m. All business to be acted upon at that session should be submitted to the county auditor and recorder's office or the Board of Supervisors office by Wednesday, August 24th, 2022 at 12 p.m. There being no further business to come before the board, this meeting is adjourned at 9:47 a.m. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the day.
Thank you.
You betcha.